Alright, so today, well, you can see the dough. That dough been through some things, for real. Alright, so today, we got scary videos caught on Ring Cameras, Volume 5. It's by Mr. Nightmare. Type shit. I've been trying to make this video for a fat ass minute, but my mic been fucking tweaking. Like right now, I can't hear myself in the mic. I can only hear like the audio that comes from my computer. So we're gonna check this shit out. Let's see what this shit about. We're gonna see some scary shit in this bit. There you go. Alright, let's get straight to it.
If there's one thing I've learned from doing these Ring videos, it's that having a drugged up person ringing your doorbell at off hours in the night is more likely than I would have ever thought. In this video, a confused looking man approaches a random porch holding what appears to be a plastic bag and a roll of toilet paper. Right from the moment he gets on the porch, you can tell something is off by his nervous, almost twitchy behavior.
What's up the jigga? You hear me?
It appears the man could possibly be on meth or some other hard drug.
Oh yeah, boy, tweaking.
When the homeowner answers through the closed door, the man clearly has a hard time figuring out how to identify himself. And when his face gets close to the camera, you can see how dilated his pupils are, confirming he's definitely under the influence of drugs.
What the fuck? Damn, bro. Just chill, bro. Just chill. Alright, bro, staying dead at the camera.
How can I help you? This is
Hold on, y'all see the pupils? Look at bro pupils. How do you say that shit? Pupils. Damn. Yeah, bro, definitely off some.
This is my name is James.
When the homeowner asks who he's looking for, pay attention to the name he gives.
What are you looking for? Sosa.
Sosa.
Sammy.
The first name he gives is Sosa, and then Sammy. Sammy Sosa, like the baseball player. It might have been the first name he could think of while trying to come up with a fake friend he was looking for.
Yeah. Bro, did you good?
What's your name?
James.
And who are you looking for?
No, a friend of mine.
No friend of yours lives here, buddy. And I got a Glock over here ready for you. So if you don't get the fuck off my porch, I'm gonna unload it on your fucking face. Get the fuck off my porch.
Yo, he bowed.
The reason why he was trying to get into the house is anybody's guess, which is perhaps the scariest part of situations like this.
Oh,
the homeowner handled it perfectly by communicating through the door before opening it, and after catching on to the man's suspicious behavior, he made the man on his porch aware of the fact that he had a gun and was willing to use it. Yep. Even if he didn't actually have a gun, the threat was still an effective way to get the man away from his front door.
Yeah.
This next one is really disturbing. The person who uploaded this video is neighbors with the actual would-be victim. In the video caught by the Ring camera, 3 armed, masked men are seen approaching the front door to the house. The one in front armed with what appears to be an assault rifle. The masked man who approached the door keeps trying to block the view of the camera with his glove. Though there's no sound, it seems they're contemplating continuing their attempted break-in due to the doorbell camera. Based on body language, it appears the one with the assault rifle is apprehensive, but one of his accomplices motions for him to go back to the door multiple times.
Oh, nah,
Since the camera was covered by the person's glove for
See, that's why y'all gotta stay strapped, because you never know what the fuck going on out there, you feel me?
Most of the footage. We can't see what exactly they were doing for most of it, but luckily the homeowner didn't answer the door, and the 3 armed men were not able to enter the house.
Oh, nah, bro.
The following footage is viewer submitted. In the video, there's a man standing there in front of the house, cursing, seemingly talking to himself for 10 to 15 minutes. Without a little background context, it wouldn't exactly be unsettling per se. But when you learn why the man is standing there, it becomes a little more uncomfortable. A family member of the homeowner was mauled by a pack of dogs and bitten at least 12 times. The man who owned the dogs came to their house and stood on the front step muttering and cursing for 15 minutes until the police came.
What the fuck?
Like, they don't even get that shit. They don't understand the 6-day watch shit. How did people fucking move? Never had a problem with her. Never had no issues. I never denied that shit that the dog fucking bit her or nothing. Never denied none of that crap. Never denied none of that. But there they were.
They take the dogs away?
And her too. The damn neighbor fucking came out there. And her, when the fuck out there in that neighbor? She's idiotic, man. And fucking white people too. Like, it's dumb. It's fucking dumb. They're gonna put all the dogs to sleep over a fucking dog bite. A dog bite. A freaking dog bite.
What you mean a dog bite, bro?
I can threaten her. When the hell did I?
Can die, bro.
I don't know where she lives. I've been knowing. I've been knowing.
The man seemed unstable just from the video alone, not even factoring in the fact that he owned a pack of untrained, aggressive dogs.
Yeah.
This one is a great example of why situational awareness is so important. A couple's Ring doorbell video caught a duo of wigged, armed aggressors who had been following them home. The couple said they were walking home when a man and woman started following them all the way to their front door, where the male aggressor pointed a gun at the back of their heads.
What the fuck? Nah, bro. See, when you driving and you feel like you're being followed by somebody, bro, never go to your fucking house, bro. Just drive to the police station, bro. Because them motherfuckers won't give a fuck. Like, people really don't give a fuck.
Luckily, the couple hurried in and slammed the door shut first thing. And the wigged aggressors turned and ran towards their getaway vehicle, laughing.
Shit, trick.
Minutes after the aggressors sped off, they robbed another person at gunpoint, this time successfully. Luckily, only one day after the video was released to the media, a person who recognized the male gunman turned him in and he was arrested, though his name hasn't been released to the public. The couple had not immediately gone inside and slammed the door. Who knows what may have happened. This next one is an example of how just the presence of a doorbell camera can be a deterrent. Here we see a man in an apartment complex going up to somebody's door, pretending to be police so that the person on the other side would open up. Whether he knew the people who lived there or not is unknown, but obviously whatever would have happened if the door was open wouldn't have been good.
Police!
What a tweaking. Yo, watch out, gang.
As soon as he glances over to the camera, you can see the expression on his face that says it all. And a couple seconds later, he leaves, and it sounds like he says, "Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one."
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one.
Which my take on it would be he realized what he just did was all on video, so to play it off or give himself some sort of out, he thought by saying he's at the wrong room on video would somehow save himself from possible incrimination.
Nah, Jake, you caught.
This one is really upsetting, but thankfully no one got hurt. On September 14th of 2022, two armed masked men entered the home of an elderly couple in Virginia and ordered them into a closet where they would be forced to wait while the two robbers stole their valuables.
Get in the crib, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Y'all get in the closet right now. Get in the closet, I'm not fucking playing, get in the closet right now. Get in the closet, hurry up, get up. Get up.
You my cat, bro, I'm scared, cuz.
Get up. Hurry up, get up. Hurry up, get up.
But if you listen closely, you can hear the elderly woman tell the robbers that her husband had hip surgery as they were ordering him to hurry up and get up. And then the old man himself says it as he struggles to get up and make his way to the closet door.
Hurry up, get up.
Come on, bro. That's bogus, bro. That's foul as hell, bro. That's fucked up.
Once the couple's in the closet, the robbers soon leave as one carries out a safe while the other grabs a wallet and the couple's phones.
Bro, watch out, bro.
There were apparently tens of thousands of dollars in that safe, belonging to someone who was staying with the couple. Police identified the two suspects as Mitchell Boney Jr., who was 25, and Tyree DeMont Boney Jr., who was 22. Mitchell actually turned himself in and was charged with armed burglary, use of a firearm, abduction, and conspiracy to commit a burglary. Tyree is still allegedly on the run. Perhaps the scariest part of this is that they clearly knew where the safe was. Tyree wasted no time going straight for where the safe was.
Hold on, yeah, that's kind of weird.
Anyone who was in the house, such as a home repairman,
they probably knew
a healthcare worker, or anyone, could have seen the safe and relayed this information to other people, which is why you should always be careful of who's in your house.
They had to know somebody. That's crazy. Nah, bro, that's actually crazy as fuck, bro. I actually have a story. Let me tell you the story real quick. So it was this one day, right? It was I think it was a junior in high school. Yeah, okay. It was a junior in high school. I was in right here in my apartment, and it was this day I had dish because I was a badass kid. I would dish school and shit. But this one day, like I hadn't dished the whole week. It was a Friday, I think. And this one day I was at the crib. I did school, so I just stayed at the crib. My brothers were at school. My mom was working and shit. And out of nowhere, like there's like so we have the front door, and then we have the stove, right? And behind the stove is like an other door, so it's like a hallway that divides the apartments. And like so if you cross that door, it's like a little hallway, like a closed hallway, and there's doors for every single apartment. So you can go in there, like, I guess, for extra storage and shit. So there was this one day, right? I was right here, and then I hear something in the background, something moving. It's usual, like, people move and shit. But then I started hearing, like, somebody was, like, fucking around with the door lock, with this shit. They was fucking around with it, like, somebody trying to open my shit. And I'm like, okay, it might be like somebody like moving something back there. So I am like cooling, and then like I get up, right, because that shit like kind of like spooked me type shit a little bit. You feel me? And then I get up. I'm in the kitchen. I'm getting something from the fridge. Then I feel like somebody was like pushing the door type shit, like trying to force their way in type shit. And I was like, the fuck. So I go to the kitchen. I grab like it was a little knife. It wasn't that big. Well, I forgot if it wasn't. Nah, I had a big knife type shit. I went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and then like so like the stove is like in between like the door and me type shit. So there was like pushing the door open. They almost managed to get like to the other side of the door, and I just pushed the fuck out the stove. I just pushed that shit, and I guess they try to like force their way back in because there was multiple people. Because later I found out. No, I'm gonna keep telling you. So I push it back, right, and I guess they stopped. Like whoever was back there, like stopped, like, and then like it was like 15 minutes later. I was watching TV, and then like 20 minutes later, or nah, it was like 10 minutes later. I hear somebody knocking on my door. Clack, 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 clack. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then I look out, and I don't answer. So then I look out, I don't see nobody. And then like there's a like right here behind me, there's like a hallway that goes all the way over there. Because we're in the second floor, so it's all the way over there. Then you turn the other way, and it's like a corner to another hallway. So I look, and I see like somebody with a gun. I'm like, what the fuck? It wasn't no regular gun either. It was like an AR-15 and shit. Some bullshit like that. I don't even know what the fuck it was. So I look, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I keep looking. I try to peek more because I can kind of see through the little gap in the door. I can kind of see, and I just look, and I'm like, is that the fucking police? Then I saw it was the police, and I was like, what the fuck? So I closed the door, and then I'm still like sitting here, and they knock on the door. Pop, 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 pop. Like, you have to come out. The whole block was on lockdown type shit. I was like, what the fuck? The whole block was on lockdown. I'm talking about like, because we live in the main street, so like the whole fucking block was like locked, like taped up and everything. I was like, what the fuck? So I get out, right? when I get down, because I went down the stairs, they're like, oh, you have to get out. It was like a female police officer. She told me, oh, you have to get out. What'd she say? Oh, everybody's evacuating the apartments. So you have to get out. So I get out. And as I'm walking down there, bro, I see a shit ton of people down there. It was like around like 50 people just like crowded like around the apartment. It was like they were just throughout the street. I was like, what the fuck? And they was looking at me because I was coming down with the cops. Like if I was the one that did something, and everybody just stared at me. Like I was like, what the fuck going on here and shit. And then like I went down to this what's it called? I went down to this tire shop right here, and then I stayed there for a little bit. And like the SWAT team came. It was like the police, the SWAT team, the chopper was in the air. They had like a little robot, like it went inside like some apartment, like to the other side of the building. I was like, what the fuck? And I come to find out that somebody had I think somebody had gotten stabbed by this by the university nearby. It was like college, the college area. Somebody got robbed and stabbed, or I think they just got robbed. I don't know what the fuck going on. And somebody, I guess, got robbed, and like the people that robbed them were like in one of the apartments, were hiding in one of the apartments, and I guess they was trying to get in so they can hide in this bitch. So they was trying to get in. So like later, I come to find out like they I think it was because my aunt used to live in the other side. And I guess, I don't know if they went inside where my aunt was at or they tried to get inside, but I don't know what it was. I think they did go inside and they told her to like not say anything type shit. They went inside. I guess they were armed and shit. And they told her to, and the thing is like her kid was in there too. So it was like it was worse. Like she was scared type shit. So I was like, damn, bro. Imagine if I would have let them like in here not knowing who the fuck they was, and then they had to come in here with me and they take my ass too, dog. But then I was like, nah, bro. See, this is the fucking ghetto over here, dog. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, then I guess it was a standoff for like 5 hours, 6 hours, somewhere around there, or even more type shit. This shit happened like at 10 in the morning, ended like at 6 in the afternoon. But I guess everybody like that was in their surrender, they took their ass, and yeah, that shit was crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was crazy. I have so many stories about like over here and shit, bro. Like I'ma fuck around and do story times and shit. But yeah, hey, this shit was like, y'all gotta be careful with these because y'all don't want to end up in one of these and something goes crazy. But yeah, man, don't be fucking video.